Have you ever wondered why your hair grows faster on one side than the other? Well, stay tuned. Atreyu, Atreyu, Atreyu. Looks like it's ready. I tell you, there's nothing like raspberry zinger tea to get your morning going. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Sebbies Atreyu channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. This channel is all about positivity and unconditional love, and we talk about locks, from lock care to lock repair, and a few other things. As I said, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about if you're one of those unlucky individuals who notices discrepancy from one side of the head to the other, or maybe from the front part of your head to the back. You notice that your hair in certain areas grows faster, and so today we're going to delve into the why. But before we get started, I would love if you could do three things. If you're not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and also hit the like button. So let's get into this. I got a question from Bossman J, and it reads, "Man, one side of my high top dress is growing way faster than the other. It's so frustrating, I almost chopped it all off till I went and got a lineup, and my confidence returned. Is there a reason for one side growing faster?" You know, I haven't necessarily noticed that one side of my head grows faster, but what I have noticed is that one side is definitely a little bit fuller than the other side. So I responded to you, Bossman J, you know that, but I also did a little bit more research into the why, and I found this website called hairfinder.com, and they have this great article on the topic. So I'm just going to read through this. So, different hair growth. Question: why does hair grow longer and possibly stronger, thicker, more on one side than the other? Most people are completely unaware of the fact that the individual hairs on your head and body grow independently of one another. Each hair follicle produces hair based on its specific genetic instruction and can be affected by oil buildup and irritants. It's also possible that the hair follicles will produce hair that is of a different texture than the other hair follicles. The variance is generally very slight, but if you look closely, you will see some differences between individual hairs. The proof of this is most apparent in the fact that different hair follicles produce differently colored hairs. And so that definitely explains why we have different textures, you know, in certain areas of our head. It also explains why some people have different color hairs, like my boy Skate Locs. His hair is like pretty dark, like a black, but then he has like this brown patch as well, and it's like, where'd that come from? It goes back to this genetic instruction that this article refers to. And yeah, the assumption is that your hair is gonna grow identically everywhere, right? But if you look at it on a smaller scale, on the follicular scale, and you realize that each follicle is independent and separate, then it would make sense that not everybody is going to follow suit. You know, you're going to have some rogue individuals, you're going to have some hairs doing their own thing. Not to mention, depending on what you put on your head and your scalp, you know, oils, that could also affect your hair growth if you're clogging up follicles and stuff. So let's continue on. If you have hair on one side of the head that appears to grow longer, faster, stronger, or thicker, it may be a matter of normal variance. So that just means it's normal, there's nothing that you can do about it, really. On the other hand, it may be a matter of external influences. If you favor sleeping on one side or the other, you may be experiencing some erosion of the hair due to rubbing against pillows or bed linens. And this is another reason for those of you who hate wrapping your hair up night. This is another reason to get a satin bonnet or get a satin or silk scarf or something and put your hair up, right? If you're noticing this, then doing that could possibly help maybe the breakage that is occurring from the friction. Also, if you really are against wearing head night gear, then you can get a satin or silk pillowcase. You can do that, and you know, that will also reduce the friction. Perhaps you spend a lot of time driving in your car with the window down and your hair on one side is being blown more by the wind, causing the hair to be roughed up. So there are different things that can really play a role into why one side of your hair maybe appears to grow faster than the other side, or maybe actually does grow faster than the other side. Okay, so I would advise you guys to really analyze what you do on the sides of your head. Meaning, think about the side where your locks are shorter and think about what you do on that side of your head. Do you sleep on that side of your head? Do you find your hand, as Keisha Charmaine always calls it, the hand-to-head syndrome? Is your hand always in your locks, you know, on that side of your head? Think about anything that could be impacting the length, okay? And then the article just finishes off by saying the key is going to be keeping your hair clean and well conditioned. This whole hair clean thing is very interesting. You guys know that I'm a proponent of keeping your hair clean, but Yanni just made a video basically saying that sweat is not synonymous to dirt. It's not synonymous to being dirty. So sweaty hair is not synonymous to having stinky hair, and that's why she chooses to go, 4 months without washing usually. I usually go 2 months without washing my hair. But she made a lot of good points in that video, and one of the points that she argues is that the reason that people's hair smells so bad is because of the products that they put in it. Remember, a lot of these products, especially natural products, they have expiration dates. They expire. So I know a lot of people say they have to wash their hair when they go to the gym and stuff because of the sweating. It'll go rancid. But I'm just going to ask this, is it really the sweat that's going rancid, or is it everything else that you put in your hair and on your scalp that's going rancid mixed with the sweat? Just something to think about. Maybe I'll make a future video on that topic. But I've never noticed my hair ever smelling, and I've gone even 4 months without washing. So yeah, something to think about. Getting back to this, and it said well conditioned. Well, obviously that doesn't apply to us lockers. Some of us condition once in a while. A lot of us don't condition. The assumption with this article is that it'll be someone who doesn't have locks, right? If you make sure the hair is in good condition, you can help to counteract the environmental factors that may be affecting your hair and make sure that the hair is able to grow to its maximum potential. And I do agree with that. That is applicable. So for us, in good condition means that we're not over oiling, we're not using too many products. Yes, we're maintaining a clean scalp, things like that, okay? So Bossman Jay, I hope this answers your question. And for anyone else that may be struggling with this, here are some reasons why there might be a discrepancy in terms of the length. A lot of times there could be external factors that are causing this, but sometimes it's just genetic and there's not really much that you can do about it. I think for Bossman Jay, I told you that, if it was really bothering you, you could trim the longer side to, make it even or whatever. But I'm not really all for cutting your locks if you're gonna have them. So, but I mean, if you were tempted to cut them off anyway, then you don't really have much to lose by trimming one side to make it even, just to help boost your confidence. So, alright guys, if anyone else has any more questions that you would like me to answer in an Ask Atreyu video, feel free to send them my way. And as always, please learn to love unconditionally, because loving with conditions are hard to not really love at all. Sebbies Atreyu is out!